Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 54 of my Harvest Moon Back to Nature slow playthrough. So apologies for my voice, I am absolutely full of cold, I'm very chesty, so yeah, it's not great, but I'm here anyway. So we are starting on day 13 of summer year 2 and we will be doing the 13th, the 14th and the 15th in this episode. You may have noticed it is a much shorter episode than usual. We are still doing the 3 days, but there are a lot of speed ups in this episode. I wasn't feeling very well when I recorded it, to be fair, so it's just a nice chill episode today. Nothing too spectacular happens. So with that, we're checking if anything has grown, and it has not grown today. So let's head into the barn, and this is the first time where I have sped up what happens in the barn, so hopefully you're okay with this. The same as I speed up what happens in the chicken coop, we're now speeding up the barn as well, so lots of speed ups, hopefully you don't mind them. We did grab the milk there and we are actually going to keep it. We're just going to do a bit of a stat check. So we have 25,605 Gs. Again, just having a look round, doing a stat check here. Not looking too bad. So, like I say, hopefully you don't mind the speed ups too much. Now, as you saw in last week's episode, we did a fridge clear out, and I know that we need milk. So we are going to be keeping the milk over the next few days. So there'll be a little bit of popping back into the house to put the milk into the fridge. And once again, do excuse my voice. It is not at its best. So now into the hothouse, and there's going to be a speed up here while we take care of the plants. Nothing has grown in, unfortunately. And once again, I hope that you don't mind the speed ups too much because there are quite a lot in this episode. But it also means that it's a faster episode for you guys as well. So into the chicken coop, let's take care of the chickens. I figured this might be a better way to get through the days as well. So perhaps there'll be more than 3 days in future episodes. We've sort of fluctuated with that, but I'm trying to get... I'm really enjoying this series, but I'm trying to get it done a little bit quicker, at a little bit of a faster pace. Of course, it's still going to be a very, very long series. But if I can shorten it in any way, then I, of course, will try my best to do that for you guys. So we're just gathering the wild crops now. There's Anne. And like I say, I feel like last week's episode was quite action-packed. This week's is just nice, slow and chill. So I do apologise if you can hear any background noise, that would be the traffic. Can't do much about that. Another cheeky stat check here, I'm not sure what we're checking, but never mind. With that, let's head back onto the farm. And what are we going to do today? So today we spent quite a lot of time cutting the grass. Of course, this will be yet another speed up. But I'm not sure we even leave the farm today. I think we're just taking care of everything on the farm. So a big speed up while we cut the grass. We've got a lot of grass to cut. We're definitely not going to get through it all today. Of course, the little frogs pop up every now and then in the grass, which is no good for me because I actually have a frog phobia. But at least they look somewhat cute, I suppose. So our little man's getting quite tired here. So with that, we are going to stop for the day. Just going to make sure everything's been watered. Oh no, we're not going to stop for the day. I think we are heading to the hothouse. The hot springs, sorry. Yep, so we're going to head to the hot springs to replenish some of our energy. I'm going to say hello to May while she's here, and Barley. And as you can see, time has gone very quickly today because we've just been cutting that grass. So it's 4 p.m. already. It's going to be 5 p.m. by the time we get out of the hot spring. But we have replenished some of our stamina now, so let's get back to it. We're just going to make sure that everything's been watered, and it looks like it has. Not yet, not quite. So let's carry on chopping the grass. And then if the harvest sprites need our help, we'll help them, but I think they've got it covered. But luckily, by using this method, we never have to buy any food for the barn. So we're slowly getting there with cutting this grass. But that's it for today. So we've still got quite a chunk of grass to cut, as you can see. But with that, everything's watered. We're just double checking, but I believe it is. They've done a great job. So let's head into the house. And just like that, it's 10 past 11 at night. So our poor little man has just been cutting the grass all day. We can't find the dog, so we're going to give him a little whistle. And let's see what's on the telly this evening. We've got The Fairy and Me. So I haven't been keeping up with this story, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's recycling the same story or not. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've been keeping up with this story, if this is recycling the same thing, because if it is, we probably won't watch The Fairy and Me anymore. I know that Life on the Farm, Farmer Fran, was recycling the same stuff. I have a feeling we've probably watched all there is to watch on the telly at this point, but who knows. So as I always say, if you're keeping up with that story, good luck to you. And with that, let's head to bed and move swiftly on to day 14. Again, year 2, summer. So we're just under halfway for the second year of summer. And we'll be moving on to fall or autumn, of course, and then winter. So we're just chatting to our lovely wife again this morning. She doesn't say a lot. Checking the weather. It is, of course, sunny tomorrow, which is lovely. And out we go. Fingers crossed, I don't want to jinx it. We haven't been hit with a hurricane yet, which I'm really happy about because we don't want to have to rebuild the hothouse. So let's go on to our first speed up of the day in the barn. And again, I hope you don't mind this. Just keeps things running nice and smooth. And we just managed to lose food there, but we have enough grass, so it doesn't really matter. We are keeping hold of that milk, of course. And we have some tomatoes that have grown in, so let's gather some of these. And straight into the hothouse we go. I don't believe we need to keep any tomatoes for our fridge, so we will be shipping them all. Let's water all of these. Unfortunately, nothing has grown yet. And back out. We're going to nip back home and pop that milk in the fridge. We need between 6 to 9 milks in total, I believe, depending on how much butter we have. So we don't have any butter, so we need 9 milk. We're not too far off finishing the recipes now, but there are, of course, some ingredients that we haven't managed to unlock yet. So let's gather these tomatoes, and that's all the crops today, I believe. We'll grab the honey as well. And into the chicken coop we go. So let's take care of the chickens. Now I am enjoying summer, but I am quite looking forward to moving on to autumn or fall, because it is my favourite season in the game. Winter always seems like a little bit of a slog in this game, but we get through it. I think spring and fall are definitely my two favourite seasons in this game and in real life. So let's gather the wild crops. So that's my question of the day, actually. Let's do that. So in the comments box below, what is your favourite season? Spring, summer, autumn/fall or winter? Let me know. Let's do them in order, actually. So for me, I would say autumn is my number one, then spring. No, do you know what? I've changed my mind, actually. I'm going to say autumn, then winter, then spring, then summer. So it's literally in order. Autumn, winter, spring, summer. But you'll have to let me know what your answer is. I was debating between winter and spring, but then I realised that Christmas is in winter and I do like Christmas. I think I'd love winter even more if I lived somewhere that was very, very snowy. Oh, so we're getting something out of the toolbox. What is this? We're going to grab the fishing pole. We haven't done any fishing in a while, so why not? Looks like we're going to spend the day going fishing. Lovely stuff. So I'm guessing we're heading to the beach, 9:30 in the morning. That's why I say this is quite a nice chill episode. Let's spend the day fishing. And of course I will speed up the fishing because it can take a little bit of time. Well, Kai will be on the beach because it's summer, so let's pop and say hello to him. Here we are. And are we going to buy anything from his shop? Yeah, why not? Let's get a snow cone. I don't know if I've ever had a snow cone per se, but I do love a good slushie. Guess that's a similar thing. And with that, I'm going to do a bit of a speed up here while we do some fishing off the pier. I tend to do most of my fishing in this game in winter, but I am trying to get as close to 100% as possible, as I've said before. And part of that includes the special fish prints that you can get. I don't think we've got any yet, actually. So I will need to do a lot more fishing to try and get those special fish prints. I think there's 6 of them. And with that, we got nothing but rubbish. Not even a fish, not even a little fish, just rubbish. So let's take it to the bin. We started fishing at 10, it's now 3 o'clock. Get all that in the bin. Not even a baby fish, nothing. And with that, we're probably going to head back on to the farm. And like I say, hopefully this isn't boring. Just a nice slow episode. Sometimes it's nice to have the nice slow ones every now and again, because we do have some jam-packed ones, like I say. So with that, we're debating for ages here. I don't know what's happening. We've got the watering can. I don't know what I'm debating, but I'm debating something past me. Let's see if anything needs watering. Doesn't look like it. No, there are a few bits. So let's go ahead and help the harvest spray its water. And then we're going to continue cutting the grass. Yep, let's continue doing that. We are not going to get it all done today either. But let's see how much we get done. Not too much. With that, it's 7 p.m. Everything is done on the farm, so what we're going to do, looks like we're going to head home and have a bit of an earlier night. Oh, loud motorbike there, do apologise for that. So let's grab the dog. And we've got the delicious hour, so let's see what they're cooking today. Oh, cookie. We're having a cookie, are we? I mean, that's not a cookie because it ain't got any chocolate in it. I am quite firm that cookies have chocolate chips. Right. Well, you can have raisin cookies, I suppose, if there's something weird with you. No, I'm just kidding, but I don't think I could. I don't like raisin cookies. So I will accept raisins in a cookie. And I will accept other ingredients alongside chocolate. But to me, if it ain't got chocolate chips, it's not a cookie. It's a biscuit, innit? And we're on to our final day of the episode, which is day 15. Give a flowers potpourri as always. We are just speeding through these days now. Luckily, it's nice and sunny again tomorrow. Wonderful stuff. So out we go. And Kai's here. Are you there? We are here indeed, yes. Which means that our corn has grown in. Lovely stuff. So I spoke about this a little bit more in I was going to say last year's episode. It might have been last year's episode actually. But last summer when Kai came for the corn, the best way to get him to be your friend is to sell him the corn at the lowest price, which is 50 Gs. That's what we did last summer, and that's exactly what we're going to do this time. And Kai does actually sell roasted corn on the beach. So it's just a nice little detail there, that he is actually using the corn that you sell him. So with that, we've got 2 bits of corn that have grown, and we've also got some tomatoes. Lovely stuff. So a lot of crops today. So let's go ahead and gather the corn. I also do have to chop down the front one, as you saw. And this time, we're going to pop them into the silo instead of shipping them, which gives us chicken feed. This is going to be a big speed up here. So instead of buying the chicken feed in summer, you can put corn in the silo. And that's exactly what we've done. We are, of course, going to keep this milk. Let's gather these tomatoes while we're here. Say hello to the horse. And into the hothouse. So again, quite a speedy up morning. Speedy up morning. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. You know what I mean. So let's just nip this milk into the fridge. See, in real life, by the time you got round to using this, it'd be off. So in it goes. We have, of course, lost quite a bit of profit by keeping the milk, but never mind. Let's gather this corn, and like I say, I'm having to chop down the front corn there, because I can't get to the rest. I'm going to feed the fish and gather the honey as always. Sorry, my voice is leaving us quite quickly. I am trying my best. And of course I speed up while we take care of the chickens. And we are going to ship that corn instead. So I think we're going to alternate between putting the corn in the silo and shipping it, of course. Getting that mayonnaise as always. And of course, keeping an egg for the harvest goddess. So we've got one more tomato thing to gather. There we go. And that's all the crops gathered on our farm. For now, we're going to take them out with us because we do have the backpack space. We're going to gather the wild crops. And of course, give our egg to the harvest goddess there. So, like I said, very slow and chill. There's no birthdays in this episode, no festivals, nothing like that. So hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys. Oh, there's another very loud motorbike. Maybe there's a rally going on, who knows? So let's nip into the chicken coop and just ship all of these. Off we get. There's another one! That is the 4th motorbike that's gone past. Maybe there actually is a rally. So with that, we are going to help the harvest sprites with the watering. And we're probably going to finish off cutting the grass as well. Yep, looks like we are. And I couldn't remember if we'd said hello to the horse today. We have said hello to Binky today. So I do spend a bit of time looking around for the horse and waiting around for him. But we have said hello to him today. I just wanted to make sure. We're so close to scything that Harvey Sprite, bless him. Sorry. And we're not going to get it all done, so there's just that tiny patch of grass that we need to do in the future. But here we are just looking around for the horse, even though we don't need him. We always need him. What do we mean? He's lovely. So we're just going to get rid of a few weeds while we wait. And there he is. But like I say, we have already seen him today, so I was just double checking. But for some reason I decided to brush him again. I'm not entirely sure why, but you know, there you go. So with that, we're probably going to head into the house, I would assume. Very short and sweet episode. So let's check what's on the telly. And that will be the end of the episode. So yeah, very, very short and sweet, like I say. Hopefully you don't mind. So what we got? Oh my goodness, we've got the song hour. Get ready, everybody. Right. I can't sing today. Today's guest is Mademoiselle. Let's hear the song. Present for all. Write your address, name and phone number and mark the thing you want on the form. Then put it in an envelope. Don't forget to enclose the 500 yen stamp. That's what we call a present for all. I ain't got a clue. Sometimes it's not 500 yen and not stamps, but thank you very much. What was the point of that? Anyway, that's the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. It really does mean the world to me. And until next time, bye Embers.